What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. So, we got another leak from Tyson and Fury. Ain't no one heard or seen this one before. Exposing Alexander's softness to the body. In fact, let me play the audio now, and I'm going to look for a meme that I liked, because I want to show you what Alexander Usyk need to be doing.
Alexander Usyk as well. Do you want to tell us more about that?
No, I've sort of looked at a lot of his fights going back to the amateur days, and he is a bit of a crybaby when it comes to getting caught to the body. He cries to the referee a lot, and for me that always was, if you want to use the phrase, an Achilles heel or an Achilles body. That's what it is, and he doesn't like it.
Factual that is as well, because the only time he's been put over is with body shots.
Yeah.
Betibiev dropped him with a body shot, and I think it was the Polish guy. What was the Polish cruiserweight called? Was he called Goblacki or something like that? Something like that. I think he dropped him with a body shot as well.
Yeah.
So Frank's definitely correct there.
And I've sort of looked at that, and I looked at that before we made the fight with Dubois, and Dubois definitely hurt him to the body, irrespective of what went on. He doesn't like it to the body, that's for sure. And for me, the biggest exponent of exploiting a boxer's weakness is the professor here, and that's what he does. He finds that if anybody's going to exploit it, it'll be Tyson. He's got the mental capacity to do that and keep doing what he has to do. And I know people have asked about predictions. That I genuinely believe that Tyson will win this.
So, you've heard the waffle there from Team Fury. Is it waffle though? I don't think it is. We all know facts, people. Yeah? Usyk, I watched it back the other day. You can search it. Beterbiev versus Usyk. To be fair though, I gained a lot of respect watching that. Beterbiev versus Usyk in the amateurs is very interesting. I can't lie to you. Usyk boxed his head off. I was like, whoa. Obviously, Beterbiev's got mad power. He licked him. It's so short and straight with his shots, but it didn't even look like it landed. Beterbiev licked him with whatever it was, some sort of hook. And Usyk just dropped like a sack of potatoes. But outside of that, Usyk was boxing Beterbiev's head clean off. So, I don't know why haven't I been turned on to Usyk yet. Truth is, I haven't seen him in there with someone who I rate as such. Yes, he beat AJ twice. Listen, people, I don't care what no one says. It's not Usyk's fault. Yes, he beat AJ twice. Who here thinks that was the best AJ could do? Yeah, like I said, it's not Usyk's fault. At the end of the day, he can only fight who's in front of him, but that was not a man who was confident in there. It doesn't mean they could fight 10 times and AJ never be confident. Still, I want to see, bottom line, I want to see a Usyk in there with a heavyweight who's confident and who's coming to win. AJ did not come to win against Usyk twice. Dubois did not come to win against Usyk once at all. The only man really who came to win was Chisora. And oops, the fight was a draw, in my opinion. Or Chisora won. Based on the scoring system. Yeah, obviously politically Usyk's the favourite, so he had to kind of win a close fight. But on the point system, you don't get points for running around the place, do nothing. If a man's all over you like a rash, it is what it is. He wasn't. Listen, people, we've seen Fury versus Chisora. Yeah, Fury versus Chisora 3 is how it should look. That's what I'd call a proper schooling. That is not how it looked against Usyk. Usyk was in there sweating his head off. His barnets all over the place. He was stressed in that fight. Pressed and stressed, people. Fact. Now, as far as Frank Warren saying Fury is the kind of Mr. Miyagi and he can work strategies out, of all people out there, I'd say Fury is, of the crop we have today, who is the most dynamic fighter? For example, we have to give Fury credit for the Wilder fight. I was saying for years before, you beat Wilder by pressing him. Joe Parker arguably did that. You don't beat Wilder by standing at range and letting him have time, and he can't box, right? I've never seen Wilder tuck in and fight on the inside, ever. He can't do that. He can hit you and hurt you from mid-distance and then he'll come winging in, but I've never seen him actually stand there and exchange on the inside, never. Essentially, he can't box. That's what that means. Yeah? He can't do it. So what happened after the first fight? Fury comes marching forward, straight on the front foot, and guess what? Wilder looking like a fish out of water. So Fury's shown that adaptability. I mean, that's the biggest contrast. Going from what Fury was doing in that first fight, It's almost unparalleled. The Fury versus Wilder 1 is the biggest contrast you can probably see between two fights. A fighter going from Fury versus Wilder 1 to Fury versus Wilder 2. He's like a fairy in the first fight, didn't take a front step until round 11 or whenever it was, round 12 when he got knocked down. And sparkled and got up. To the second fight, he didn't take a step backwards, came marching forward and drilled holes through Wilder. So, Fury has that ability. He's not one-dimensional. I'd argue, in AJ's recent career, up until the Wallin fight, he was looking one-dimensional. He only had one gear and one thing he could do, which is kind of like box tenderly. He boxed tenderly against Helenius, boxed tenderly against Franklin, boxed tenderly against whoever you want. There was no change of gears, ever. It was one speed and it was boring to watch. Now, the Wallin fight and Ngannou fight, really, we didn't see enough to say that it's fully dynamic yet. I mean, the evidence is there it could be, but no one can write off and say, yeah, he's 100% completely changed his game yet. The Wallin fight, if anything, looked good, but there was nothing coming back, essentially. Anywho, my point, body shots with Usyk. It's out there now. Fury's admitted to knowing it. So if we see Fury go in there, which it has to be, I do have to say, Fury has been a bit of a headhunter. I think all boxers, or all people who fight, and what's the word? It's in you to chase the head, kind of thing. It's in you to chase the off button. But again, Fury's been doing this 20, 35 years. You'd think if anyone can override them feelings, it'd be Fury. But in the Wilder fight, he never threw a body shot once, I don't think. It was all just head to the head. Also, a more tactical or a technical or tactical, whatever you want to call it, element of going to Usyk's body is the size difference. When you're trying to punch someone, like for example, show me a time you've ever seen Mike Tyson hit to the body. Yeah? When you've got a smaller man, obviously Mike Tyson's a more extreme example, but when you've got a smaller man who's hunched over, there's no body to hit, and you're taller, it's difficult to get the shot in. Or can be difficult. That said, Dubois found it. Dubois isn't as lanky though as Fury, but Dubois did find it. Dubois, I believe, was punching in between Usyk's. And Fury's quicker than Dubois. He's not as powerful, I wouldn't have thought. Punch for punch, Dubois is more powerful. But consistently, I've seen Fury in there. He puts his earmuffs on, wades forward, and he can do it. He can have a fight. And that's what I think has to happen here. Fury should obviously box. He should box at mid-range, get a feel for it, and then earmuffs on, mate. Earmuffs on and let's tangle. Maybe that's my bias though. You know what I'm like? I'm always gagging to see a fight. So I'm always gagging to see someone put their earmuffs on and get stuck in. But maybe, listen, I think it's possible Fury can outbox Usyk as well. I hate to say it. AJ, all due respect, people, AJ, I'd probably say AJ in the first fight was 4 out of 10. AJ in the second fight was 6.5 out of 10. A 6 out of a half / 7 AJ tops in the second fight. Had a close fight with Usyk, lost by a round or two. Yeah. Yes, AJ's more powerful, but he wasn't really using his power. His shots were all, it was like touch shots. Watch it. Watch AJ versus Usyk 2. It's all touching. There was no digging. So I'd argue at that point, in AJ versus Usyk 2, AJ's power was at least comparable, or at most comparable to Fury's power. And look what AJ did, with no confidence. Fury's going to go in there in the best shape of his life and confident as you like. Fighting a smaller man. He knows how to use his size. He knows how to, quite frankly, he knows how to be dirty as well. Fury ain't got no qualms about being dirty. And we know that we've got the Saudi backing of Fury over Usyk. But I wouldn't want Fury to win on that basis. I'm just saying it's a fact though, right? That's how sport will go. But yeah, before I go, I'm going to do a video on this in its own right. I mean, you know what? Let me just do the video. But essentially, yeah, I mentioned it before. But this is what Usyk needs to be doing. Usyk needs to fly his ass out to Thailand and get some of this working. Because all these goofballs tell me, oh, YB, you can't. We have to have these big protectors on, and you can't hit below the navel or whatever. You couldn't even see Usyk's belly button. And you see these Thai cats, yeah? Watch this. Oh my god.
นี่ครับมาดูการแลกคอกันแบบเนื้อเน้นครับ
It's nuts, people. Yeah? They ain't got no big thick band on around their belly button. Yeah? They ain't rolling on the floor crying about, oh, it's a bit low. You crack on. And that's a knee, people. That's a trained knee. And these guys are in the mix, pulling each other into it. There's no rolling the shot here. And yeah, you can brace for impact. That's the game though, you're having a fight, right? Usyk could have braced for impact. There's nothing to be rolling on the floor for 5 minutes. You're either knocked out and can't continue or not. That's how I feel. Only in boxing are people allowed to wear these things where you pull your shorts up to your belly button and if it's below the belly button, right? No one else doing that though. No one else is doing that. Everyone else is mixing it up, and if you get here a bit low, you carry on. At the weekend, for example, we saw Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira got kicked in the nuts. He told the referee back off. Yeah, so all the people telling me, oh, it's illegal. What? Alex Pereira didn't roll on the floor for 5 minutes. So why is Usyk doing it? If you can be kicked in the nuts, no one will ever convince me a kick in the nuts is less than a punch. So if you can be kicked in the nuts, you can be popped. And it's not even, Dubois didn't hit him in the nuts. Dubois hit him in an illegal shot. Hit him in his belly. Oops, that's on you. If your belly's soft, yeah, if you ain't flown your ass out to Thailand, who fault that? Not my fault. It's not Dubois' fault, even though Dubois got no heart. Still, it's not his fault. You ain't conditioned. Yeah, flights to Thailand. Thailand's cheap. Yeah, 1,000 round trip to go to Thailand. Super cheap. No reason not to be there and work your body. I want to see you in some Muay Thai club, getting this working with the body. Yeah, stop rolling on the floor, big grown ass man. And we've seen it, I hate to say it, but we've seen it before in the AJ fight. AJ dings him with the right hand to the body. He looking at the referee, turning his back. It's corny, man. It's weak. And that is one thing that's turned me off. I rate Usyk, he's done what he's done, but it turns me off. It turns me off. You're getting hit. Is it legally low? Probably, but the legal stuff's rubbish anyway. The laws of the legal in boxing is rubbish. No other sport has that. Muay Thai don't have that. Mixed martial arts don't have that. If you kick someone in the gut or in the bladder in the UFC, you crack on, mate. That's what you do. You ain't no roll on the floor for 5 minutes. So why is it in boxing for? Why is boxing so special? And you've got big ass gloves on. If you can be kicked with a heel, I've seen them before. I've seen people do spinning heels and it kind of jabs their bladder. That's a bare heel. A bare heel and all that momentum of spinning round. Right in their bladder. They hit on the floor 5 minutes. Usyk's getting hit by a big 10-ounce glove. And he's got his big protector on as well. They were saying, oh, it landed on the protector, so it's more damage. You got a 2-inch protector on. Yeah? How much more protection do you want? Usyk got hit on his protector. So you got a protector, a 10-ounce glove, and you roll on the floor. Mixed martial arts guys, all they have is a cup. They have cups and shorts on. Thai guys, they have cups and shorts on. Why does boxing have these big protectors for? I don't understand it. Big nappies. What for? It only allows cheating. Usyk pulls it up and you can literally, when Usyk has his shorts on, all you can see is his nipples. He pulls it up to his nipples. Oh, I've been hit low. What? No one else cry about it. No, in no other sport do you see people crying about it. Only Usyk actually, truth be known. And that's why I don't rate it. Because if you're a warrior, you crack on. It's a fight. I never got it. If someone ends up punching you in the leg, that's what it is, people. I don't know what to say. Who cares? I don't care. If in a boxing fight, yeah, someone gets punched in the leg, oops, what can you say? End of the world, you live. Are we fighting or not? It's a fight. It's not a political, legal battle. Oh, they're legally, let's have a look, let's zoom in and... that is a fight. And if you don't want to fight, if you don't want to get hit in the body, don't fight. Sit down somewhere. Bottom line. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, and like off the bell 100%, no doubt.